Morning. All right. So I want to thank you guys for joining Restore with Connection Health. My name is Coach Hue. I'm a certified personal trainer and health and life coach. And today I'm going to share with you some exercises that's going to help you stay on your exercise routine during the holidays. Now, I know we generally say we're going to start on the new year, but we're going to work on some things and give you some tips so that you can start now. That way you'll be prepared for the new year. Okay, but before I get into that, I want to share with you a little bit more about Restore with Connection Health. Okay. Um, if you haven't already joined this group, you definitely need to join this group. I encourage you to do so because through this group, you're going to learn some awesome tips on healthier eating, some exercise tips and techniques, as well as other things that help overall to make you more fit and more connected to restore your connection health. How about that? Okay. So, connection health, restore. What do we think about restore? We want to restore your mindset, educate yourself on healthier routines, to stay consistent, to thrive, to overcome obstacles, and to, let me see, what else do we have? Refresh your inner self, as well as excel in a new way of living. It's so important, guys. So this is an awesome group to be in. So if you haven't joined, you need to do so now. Okay, so guys, I am sure that you had family to come in. Last week we celebrated Thanksgiving, and you probably had family to come in that you were entertaining and maybe fell off of your exercise program, off of your routine, or maybe you have been putting it off. So I want to give you 5 movements for your body, okay? 5 movements for your body to help you get back on your routine or either start that routine. And I want you to do it before the new year because your health is important and I want you to focus on you. Make yourself a priority. So before I show you those exercises, let me give you a couple of tips to help you out. Okay, so you don't have to work out for an hour. Some people think, oh man, I got to work out for so long. And you don't have to do that. You just need to, you need to get moving. You need to get started. So how are you going to do that? I want you to look at your schedule and I want you to see when is it, I want you to set yourself up for success. When is it that you can do this workout? Definitely do it. Not maybe be able to squeeze it in, but when can you definitely get this exercise in? When you figure that out, I want you to put it in your phone, put it on your calendar, write it down, whatever you make appointments on. I want you to do that because it's important. If you were making an appointment to go to the doctor, you're going to keep that appointment. You're going to commit to it. You're going to be there. You put it on your calendar. That's what I want you to do for your exercise. I want you to schedule your times for exercise 3 to 5 times out of the week. And guys, it can be starting out, if you have to, it can be as little as 5 minutes to get you going. Okay, you just have to get started. Okay, so I mentioned the putting it on the calendar. Now I want you to get your clothes ready. If you're going to do it early in the morning, the things that is hardest for you to do, I do recommend you do them early in the morning. Get your clothes out at night, have your clothes set up, your shoes, your socks, everything. Have it so all you have to do is get up, put those clothes on, do your grooming, go do your workout, and then you're done with it for the day. Or if you have to, take your clothes to work with you, change at work. That way you get home, you cook, you're all dressed, you have no excuses, you can get your workout in. Okay, so now we have it on our schedule, we have our clothes on, and we're ready to go. Along with these 5 things I'm going to show you, it is recommended that we get 150 minutes of moderate intensity cardiovascular exercise. So you can split that up 5 days for 30 minutes. You can also split the 30 minutes up. Maybe you have 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at lunch, 10 minutes after work. You can do that then. Okay, so then we have our cardio in. And now I'm going to show you these 5 moves. And then I'm going to give you tips on, how you can do them to save time. Okay, our first move is going to be, the moves are, I'll tell you, push, a pull, over the head, a squat, and a lunge. Now, some of the equipment that I have for us to use, water bottles. We can use these water bottles to do our workout. Maybe you have dumbbells already. You can also use dumbbells if you have them. This is just like the band. It's an exercise band. It's stretchy. You can use these for so many different things, and I'll actually demonstrate with these. And we also have the tube. Now, these have the handles on them as well. All of these things that I just showed you, you can actually get at Five and Below or Five Below. I always call it Five and Below. Five Below, Walmart, any of those stores such as you can get all of this equipment. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to start out with a bicep curl. So with our bicep curl, I'm going to concentrate on keeping my wrist straight, keeping my elbows stuck to my side. And all I'm simply going to do is curl up. I'm going to squeeze at the top, and I'm going to resist and slowly come back down. And this is our bicep curl. We're working this muscle right here. So we're going to bring it up and down. Keeping the wrist straight. I'll let you see from the side. We're pulling up and down, curling up and down. So that is our bicep curl. The next thing is a push exercise. We are going to actually I want to give you some different ones. Let's go to overhead. Okay, so we're going to start with our feet shoulder width apart, feet facing forward, or you can also sit down and do this. You're going to have your arms here, and we're just simply pressing straight up over our head and back down. Now I want you to stop right here in this box position. We're going to push up and down, pushing up and down. Extend over the head from the side. You're here. Pushing up and down. Now you want to keep those moves slow and controlled. There's no reason to rush through them. You want to make sure that you're contracting the muscle. Obviously that is working that shoulder. You're also going to get probably some bicep in there as well. Bicep as well. Just a little bit, but it's mainly going to be your shoulder. Now for our pull. Now I want you to pretend that you have a rope here and you're pulling your arm back. Let me scoot back so you can see me. You're pulling your arm back. Extend it back. Okay? And this is called a tricep kickback. We're working the back of your arm. So you know when you wave and that part that sometimes swing, that is what we're working. So we're here. We're going to push back. You can stand in a lunge. Push. Push. And push. Very nice. So we have a bicep curl, we have an overhead press, and we have a tricep kickback, okay? And that's working the back of the arm. Still see that I'm using this water bottle, right? Okay, so now we have lower body. Now this is going to hit all of your muscles in your lower body, okay? We are going to start with we'll do a sumo squat. In the sumo squat, we're going to start with our feet wider than shoulder width apart. Toes are turned out. Now, you have to make sure that when you squat, your knees go out over your toes. Now, I want to show you a difference. Here, I'm doing a regular squat. My toes are facing forward, and I'm sitting back, and I'm making sure my knees are forward. In a sumo squat, we're going to turn out. Toes are turned out. Knees are going to track over your second and third toes. So the legs go out, okay? So you can do this two ways. If you want to target the glutes more, when you squat, you're going to stick your glutes back. You're going to sit back. So just like this, okay? And then come up. Push back and up. From the front, I'm pushing back and up. If I want to target the glutes more, you can also take this squat straight down, okay? So there's your sumo squat. Now, the fifth one that I want to show you is a lunge. We're going to start with our feet shoulder width apart, just like you're standing on railroad tracks. You're going to take one foot straight back. My toes are facing forward. Make sure the back foot is not turned out. That's not good. We want to protect our knees, so we're going to make sure our toes are forward. Now, when we squat down, I want you to think about dropping your back knee down. Don't push forward because we don't want this knee. We don't want this knee going over your toes, okay? We want straight down, okay? See how I'm dropping this back knee down. So that is going to get a lot of your, that's going to get hams, glutes, your quads. It's going to get lower body all together. So again, feet standing on railroad tracks, toes face forward, step straight back, and we're going to drop down and up. Squeeze tight when you come up. Squeeze at the bottom, squeeze tighter at the top. All right? There we go. So that is your lunge. Now, I want to give you, since we've gone over the technique of how to properly do these, I want to show you some tips on if you're pressed for time and you're like, oh no, I only have this many minutes. So we're going to do these exercises. I say 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15. 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15. Okay, so you kind of gauge that. It doesn't mean if you can't do all of those, don't do it at all. Do one set of 10 and then come back and do another set. Break it up however you need to, but just do it, okay? All right, so we're going to go with the sumo squat. We're going to turn those toes out, and we're going to do a bicep curl, okay? So we have our feet out, toes turned out. We have our elbows to our side. We are going to squat and curl at the same time, and then we're going to come up. Okay, so now we got 2 of those exercises going at the same time. All right, so you can do 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 if you have the time to do these, okay? Or if you're pressed for time. But there you go. See how we're combining these? Now, the other one we're going to combine is your lunge. Start with our feet. I want to show you a couple with these too, but I'll go ahead and finish here, and then I'll show you that. But we're going to start with our feet forward, step it back. We're going to do an overhead press. Actually, I'm going to get rid of that one, and we're going to do one. So when we squat, we press up and down. Press, bring it down. As we go down, we're lifting the arm up, and then we come down, keeping the core nice and tight. Here, relax shoulders, and down. And then as you switch sides, that's why we'll put one dumbbell back. When we switch sides, we'll switch arms as well. And that way, that'll give you both of those. All right? Real quick like. I'm going to step on this band here. I'm going to grab it, stand up nice and tall, squeezing my core, and I'm going to curl up and down. Up and down. Notice it's the same movement. I'm just now working the bands, okay? For your bicep, for your overhead press, I'll drop one side of it, pull this up, behind the arm, I'm pressing up and down, up and down. So you can do all of these exercises with the bands, and this is actually the same concept, except you have a tube and you have your handle, so make it a little easier for you. So those are a couple things that you can do. Do your cardio, do a little stretching, do a little stretching, and then go into your 5 movements, and you can even split them up. You may say, today I want to do upper body, and then next time you want to do lower body. You can switch them up that way. Okay, so I hope you have found this information useful to you, because it's a great way to get moving. Again, if you have not joined this group, you need to do that so that you can get all the great information about eating healthier, exercising, and other great things that's healthy for your body, like to make just a better you. Guys, we do have to do the things, like they don't just happen for us. And as we age, we need to learn to take care of our bodies. And we can do that. And right here on Restore with Connection Health. Bye, guys.